Boat Doctor again, out here in this beautiful 28-30 foot Duckworth. Dave, you're gonna love it. Okay, the heater, I'm gonna look at that. Yeah, I think what it is, you need the voltage, because I turned the refrigerator off and then that would start up. So if you're underway and you got some power voltage coming out, then you should be able to have the fridge on. But I'd keep the fridge off until I fired that heater up, or be underway and do about 3,500 RPM, because it seems like it's working now. But always start that one, then once that fires, I'll start this one, or if you just want to use this one, use this one. So we're on heading hold again. This has got so many little gadgets to it, I almost don't know where to start. Okay, so when I'm in heading hold, I hit this. So we're on autopilot on the main motors. Now if I want to change a degree, I can just twist it, go the other way, or I can just keep going like this, and that will change that. And then we'll go up to here, and then I'll bring it full. So 42, and if I twist, see how it moved that? By twisting that, or you can just hit this and keep hitting it. So I'm going to go like 63. I'll go 58, 60. That should take me through that bridge, 61 to 66. Okay, so now, course hold, of course, if you got a course track, if you leave a track, you can go to Garmin. So I'm going to kick this autopilot off. I just did. Autopilot's gone right here. So then I can actually go back here. And then that gives me my tax, and that gives me my available gallons. And this is my trip right here. And you can reset all that. You can go to steering friction, trim assist. You can turn off or on. Now I'll show you the trim assist right here. Then I'll go back to the tag. If I don't want that showing, I just hit autopilot, right? Now, when I do go back to the autopilot, I can go to mode, and that goes into this joint stick for this fish point. If you want your bow to stick with it, or your aft on your fish points. Like if you want to fish out the back or the front, you can set that right here. So then anyway, I can go back to mode and bring that back there, or if I don't want autopilot, I go there. Now, say I want a cruise control. I can hit this lever here down. Now, see, I'm at 1,050, 1,150, 1,200. That goes up to 1,500 RPMs. That's pretty amazing. Now, if I go down, see how it's dropping? Now it's down to 500. Now see this 90%, 87? What that's going to do is shut your gear case. See how they went into neutral? Now they're pumping into gear again. So then you can keep your speed down really low. See how we're down to 5.7, 5.5, 5.2, 5. Going to get down lower even. And then the lower you go, the longer it's going to keep out of gear. See, we're at 4.3. Now you go up, see how that's going to 70, 80, 90. Now you're going into cruise control, which is RPM. That's from this lever. As soon as you put this in gear, it's going to tell you deactivated it. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is the trim, automatic trim mode now that I got set. So I'm on single lever. And you'll see these start moving when I get about 4,000. Get it up to about 36. And then you're going to have to wait for a second for those to react. So I'm going to trim the boat, balance it out. So it's what I thought, it's about 4,000. Now those trims, see how they went up automatically? Now the faster I go, the more those are going to go up. just went up one. See how they went up? And if I go down, you'll see them going down. See how they're dropping? That's on auto trim. So then I bring that back there. To turn that off, you go over to here. Whoop, trim assist, and just turn it off if you want to do it manually. And then we can go back into that. So that's kind of the shifting part in the autopilot on the main motor, right? So then you got to make sure these are in neutral. You hit this joystick button right here. Now you got a boost lever. See how I'm at 2? This plus and minus. Now I'm at 3, 4. Depends on your current. Now what I can do is I know the current's going to go pretty hard, so I'm going to go to 5. Now I'm just going to move the joystick straight over, and it's going to move me that way. And if it's actually turning the boat, you just twist the knob a little bit. And then push ahead if you're going backwards. If I want to spin it, and if you have this on single lever, this ain't gonna work, just so you know. See how it's spinning? Or I can sit and drive with it. See how it's moving? Okay, so now I want to stay point. I just hit that button right there. It's going to tell you. Confirm it. Look at your speed. And I got it on 5 just because of the current. We're down to 0.6. 0.4, and you almost got to look at something on the land because the water is kind of 1.5. Okay, so we're going to do a fish point. What that is remember that mode I was telling you about, autopilot? Go into here, bow. Now I'm going to hit fish point. And it's going to bring the bow into it. Or I can do it on the stern. See how it's keeping my bow there? If I did a stern, it would whip it the other way. See how it's keeping me perfectly straight? Okay. So then you got your drift mode. So that's your drift, and it'll keep you in a line. Doing good. So we're gonna lock this out. We're gonna bring this up to like a fish stay point. And I'm going to let this go here. Confirm. Okay, I think I got it only on 1. So we'll see what this does. This should hold me in one spot. Yeah, it's trying. And if it doesn't, then you want to activate that thrust up a little bit. See, we're down to 0.6. So then you just get out of that. So that's a pretty handy little contraption. Now, say I want to go to the back, right? This has got to be a neutral. See how you got the red light now, yellow? That means that's working. You got heat. So now I can go ahead and start this one up. And it says long press to start. You just hold that. There you go. And then you got your heater. And it says starting, and then you'll get yellow flames here. And it says starting. So we're going to have heat in both places. Heater's going here. Sink is going here. Yeah, I can feel the heat already. All the lights worked. Then I was going to go to the back. And then you can go back here. Then you got to make sure you hit this station right here, and that's got to be blue. Say single lever. We can back up. So the only thing you need here is a trim tab switch. So again, if I want to spin it or just use it, I can just use one lever. Now, okay, when you have this activated, it activates the steering. Now, if you go up there, you have no steering. You got to activate that one. So there you go. Steering good. Same thing, I can turn on my trim assist back here. I can line this boat up. I want my autopilot off, I can do that. I want it on, I can do that. And I know I need about 80. So I want to go up here, yeah, 80. I want to go about 75. Now take me dead set under the bridge. 80. Now I can hit engage. Now I'm on autopilot. Dead set. Is that 83? It's off about 5. Because if I'm here, 90. And then I can trim it. And then if that's about right there, then I'll go 100. Right on the money, basically. About 5 off, I figured. So now I'm on autopilot on the main. So now I get through here, I'm going to shut the autopilot off. I go like this, bring this back. Now remember, you got to get that off a single lever. You put the joystick. Now see, that's L5. That tells you you're on boost mode. And then I can use that as my compass because I know where I need to be is about 123. Right here. Until I get around the bend, then I go to 175. Okay, so that's that. And then again, I can turn down that by the plus and minus. But with the current, I'm going to leave it at about, I'll go down to 3. Okay, so then we're going to say drift point. Let's just hit that. Now that's off of the joystick. Confirm. Yep, that light's on, that one's not. Then I'll trim this down. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so then again, if you hit this, it will automatically deactivate that. So I can hit out of that. And I can actually hit my joystick and then control it. And then as soon as I hit this, it's going to deactivate that. So you can't forget. The only problem is getting away from the dock. You got to remember to hit that joystick button. So now I'm just on dual lever. So I'm going to go back here to single lever. hit it. $140. Then when I get around the bend, I'll go to 170. This is one thing I was telling you about the trim tabs. To have them in the back, so I wouldn't have to come up here. There's 180, 175. Should put me in Mrs. Ship. Right on the money. Then I can hit autopilot on that too, I imagine. Heading hold. 175, 179, perfect. Go over to 1 degree. Go to 175. Boom. That's the money. I love it, I love it, I love it. Good job, boat doctor. Kick that off. Bring it down. Whoa. So we're gonna go in here. And I think I showed you everything I need to show you. So I'm going to put that on heading hold. And just let it take me where it wants to take me. Boat doctor out. Beautiful boat, Dave. Beautiful boat. Look at the deck area. Everything's set to perfection. There were just a few minor little things. Now the heaters are working. Light. Trim tab switch. They need a... That's a little loose. Heater, they're both on. See how that's on there like that? So now, what you want to do is to stop it. You want to hit this until that's highlighted. Long press is stopping. You want to get rid of this one. You hit this until that Wallacing goes off and take your fingers off. That's going to stay on and then go off, and this is going to go and then it's going to blink, means it's cooling down. And that's plenty hot. You can feel the heat in here. So always shut them down a little bit before when you get back, and make sure they shut all the way down before you turn the battery switches off. And then I can just leave that like that. So now I'm running on that back station, right? So now I want to, that's fine. I'm going to be back here anyway. So anyway, I'm at 173. I'm going to sit, and again, see 164, I can just keep doing that or hitting the button down there. And I would use kerosene instead of diesel. Then I'm going to go about 155. That should take me right up the center. All right, boat doctor out.